no one knows what you get, $1 million or one beer. No one knows that. All other people will see is your art or design or what you create. So make sure you put 100% of your, effort in the art, or even like small posters or like little flyers. Someone is looking at it. Someone is checking it.
Hello, everybody. I am Melissa Forziat of Take the Doughnut, here to help you get inspiration and get donuts. I'm a motivational keynote speaker, and today I'm bringing you a Take the Doughnut interview with Shogo Ota, who is he's of Tireman Studio in Seattle. He's a graphic designer, artist, muralist. I'm very excited to talk with you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I said just, a little bit about you up front, but actually tell us more about yourself. What should we know about you?
What should you know about me? I'm originally from Japan. Long story short, I came here when I was 18 for ESL, like English school, because I actually failed all universities in Japan. You have only one chance a year, and if you fail, you have to study another year and try the exams. But I failed like 5, 6 schools, and my mom was like, "Okay, if you fail, go to US," and I did. And then start learning English, and about a year later, I got used to it, and I went to U of I, University of Idaho, and my major was business, but changed to art. Graduate, came to Seattle, worked for this company for like 6, 7 years. And after that, I started my own studio just by myself, Tireman Studio, and I've been doing, just like you said, art, design, murals, brandings, identities, and yeah, that's
What an incredible journey. I'm just trying to imagine. So when you came to the US, you didn't really know English, and then you had
not
to
much. Maybe as much as you know Spanish.
well, I mean, so you had a year to learn it, and then you were in college courses that I assume were in English.
Yeah, that college has the like English school
Okay.
under as a program. So if
Okay.
you pass like certain level, you can actually enter the university. The first couple years was still pretty tough.
Wow. Well, I can't even imagine. What a daunting thing to have to tackle, but
I don't want to do
here
it
you
again.
are. It's amazing what we can do when we're younger, right?
Right, right.
You can survive what you need to survive. Well, on a lighter note, like this is a Take the Donut interview, so I'll ask you this question. What is your favorite donut?
I kind of mentioned you when you contact me, but I am not sugar sweet person. Uh, if I have to pick one, I will say that I don't even know those names. Just like sugar, get coated sugar
Like powdered.
powder, or even like a just normal sugar. Those like kind of crispy, just normal sugar on top on donut. Uh,
Okay.
no ego
So
pro.
so if I were to ask you what you would want to take, like what is your go-to snack food or go-to dessert or vice? What is that for you?
I'll go to. Man, I'm maybe such a weirdo. I don't even pay for sweets. I would rather to eat like dried squid with hot sauce with mayo with a beer. If someone offer donut and squid, I'll maybe pick squid.
Take the squid. Yeah. So
Yeah.
for you today, I normally take the donut, but today take the squid. That's the way we go. So, why are we even having this conversation? You may be wondering if you're a fan of Shogo and you came to this interview. What are we talking about? I'll just reset this for those of you who don't know what this theme is. So, take the donut for me is another way to say carpe diem. It's about going after the things that you want in life. And it came from this very strange thing that happened to me in college where I left an actual donut on a table And it became an object lesson for me and what it looks like to leave an opportunity behind. So now I don't want to do that. I want to take the donut or take the squid, if you will. So that's what this is all about. This is all about going after opportunity and what that really looks like for those of us who do it, practically speaking, day to day. So let me ask you this. How are you with going after goals? What is that process like for you?
Going after goals, you mean like my project?
Any opportunities that come up for you, and that could be professional, it could be personal, but when something big is in front of you, you want to go after it, you want to tackle that opportunity, you want to make it your own. How are you, like, what is your approach?
My approach, I'm also kind of workaholic. My wife always don't work too much, So I always think about new project and new goals for my clients or personal stuff. But I I do lots of research to begin with, and I don't know if it's a good answer, but because it's such a like a project based things, that's I always think about. Um, I'll make sure like no one has done it before because tons of materials on the internet. So I do like if you ask me like make a logo for like donut shop, I will probably check like hundreds of thousands of logo samples. So I won't make a similar logo by accident. It happens a lot actually. So I will make sure do research and then check my timings and schedules and then make sure I'll make good design art for clients or for myself. And I won't, waste my time by not researching and doing something bad by accident. I try to avoid that. So lots of planning before
I'm
I.
curious with that. So, from a professional standpoint, you're doing all this research. So, the example that you gave, you research all these logos. Do you have a photographic memory? How does your brain sort, having seen hundreds of logos?
I
Uh,
mean, yeah, lots of resources like just a simple Google image research, which I don't recommend, or I like Pinterest. To me, it has a little bit high-end results if you do image search, but you also see like kind of similar results if you won't pay attention. And also, I've been doing this like over 15, 16 years, so now I can kind of like a sketch in my head, like before I go to bed, kind of put my ideas together and then do research and then kind of develop a little bit, then start like sketching, kind of narrow some ideas down and then start sketching ideas.
It's really interesting. So you definitely have a clear process that you go through, especially for work projects.
Yeah.
When you have a big thing that comes up in your life, a big opportunity, a big goal, it could be personal or professional, but you know it's going to take a while to get there. It's really big. What keeps you motivated? Like, even something like moving to the US from Japan, knowing that you were needed to learn English and you were trying to get into school, like what keeps you motivated during these processes that you go through?
It's a good question. Maybe I'm a person who don't really think about that process. That's why I can go through, so I don't get stressed out too much. I'm definitely trying to have fun, in more like life side of myself. Trying to have fun, try not to think about negative things. It's really typical answers, but that's really true to me. I'm pretty optimistic, and okay, if there's a big goal, I have to achieve, I have to plan it, I have to do it. So, I'll mentally be like really, really quick. And job wise, I like to just surprise people, surprise my clients, surprise my friends, family, my kids. That's like actually pretty good motivation to me.
Okay, excellent. I know you try to keep it positive, but a lot of times when we go after something, challenges come up. And I'm
Yeah.
curious for you if there's a particular type of challenge that just comes up over and over and over again, no matter what it is you're doing. Like, what's
That,
your Achilles heel?
oh man. I mean, there are lots of different challenges come. I mean, if any listeners are designers or artists or muralists, like even every time I install murals, it's same wall. Some materials are different. Sometimes brick, sometimes drywall, sometimes like really old, broken wood, walls. Something it looks. You think like, oh, I can finish it like 3, 4 days, but maybe plus 1 to 3 days, and then some weird problem happens like every single time. Like one time, like I went there to the site and the wall wasn't there, which which I didn't really expect. Like wall wasn't there. Like they didn't install that new wall on the old wall, so I had to wait like a week. So when they are installing, I'm kind of like a chasing style, and installed while they are like installing the wall. um, or like like there's no power or there's no bathroom or um, that wall is bigger than you know than your design, so you have to like actually um, edit it because you don't want to install smaller art on the bigger wall. It looks weird. So those kind of like small challenges, you kind of have to be pretty flexible and then smart about how can I make this happen in like the quickest and smartest way. Um, yeah.
It's like a metaphor that you went to paint a wall that didn't exist yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like there's this like a bigger message about life in there
It's
somewhere.
actually pretty deep. Yes. Yes. It's something like that.
I think we've all had a situation that felt like that. You just literally had.
Yes. Yes. So
Um,
that one like a first like a 2 minutes you'll be like just staring at it like, oh my God, what should I do?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, that's wild. So if you look back on your life and you think about all the personal or professional goals that you've had, what would you say is the biggest donut that you've taken? Maybe like the biggest life-changing moment or something that really scared you and you went after it.
Um, that's definitely when I started my own studio by myself because I used to work for this company in Seattle for like almost 7 years. So, you get a paycheck uh, every couple of days, every couple of weeks, or every month, depends on the company. But when I started, okay, from next week, I won't have any like paycheck, like stable paycheck coming to, I can put in my bank account. So if I stop working, there will be no money. If I have no clients, I cannot survive. And then I think I had a green card at that point, and then luckily I married with my wife, so she was a big supporter for me. She was like, "Yeah, if something happened, I can keep working and support you." And I was like, "But I cannot let her do it." So starting my own business as a Japanese foreigner in this country, um, I think probably was the biggest challenge.
Yeah, that's a scary thing, especially when you take a safety net away and you have to just go out on your own.
Mhm.
Is there a donut that you're taking right now? Something that's a challenge that's ahead for you?
Um, I have this year. I've been taking a lots of projects. Average like 15 project at the same time. So every day it's like a big donut to me. How can I work on this and that? Check it with the clients. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna work on this and that. Oh, this mural is coming in 2 weeks, and oh, I have to go to Mexico. I might have a mural job next year in Japan. Like I have to. I'm good at multitasking, so um, that's kind of like every day. I feel like I'm taking big donuts by myself. Yeah.
That, well, also congratulations that you're
Thank you.
getting so many opportunities because I'm sure there was a point in when you first started that you only wished that you could be this well booked for your projects.
Always.
So that's incredible. So there may be people who are listening to this who have a donut of their own they want to take. There's something they want to do. Maybe it's still just an idea, or maybe they've started and they're looking for that inspiration to move forward. So let's sprinkle some encouragement. And what would you say to those people?
For my field, like job wise, when I started, of course you have to start with small project. I used to do like a photo editing, which I didn't want to do, but I still know, I know how to use Photoshop, and I can fix it up. Not like professionally, but I know how to make it look a little bit better. So I used to do that kind of job, and then like a small um, like local bands posters, which I still do enjoy making band posters, show posters. Um, and you might get sometimes no money. You might get a couple drinks at the venue. You might get a couple of tickets, but I will say this is a really life lesson to me. No one knows what you get, $1 million or one beer. No one knows that. All other people will see is your art or design or what you create. So make sure you put 100% of your effort in the art, or even like small posters or like flyers. Someone is looking at it, someone is checking it. That's how I actually got the first biggest gig from Starbucks headquarters is Seattle. So they saw my local posters, and of course my friends' recommendation too. But they saw some of my poster, and one of them became really big, and I've been still working with them after over 10 years, 12 years now.
What a good lesson for all of us that no matter what it felt like to make it, no matter what the work experience was, no matter what you were compensated for it, somebody sees your work product, and that speaks for itself sometimes. So, or it can. So, what an inspiring thing that you were able to get an opportunity off of something that wasn't a huge endeavor for you. So, where can we find you if we're interested in following your work, especially with, I mean, you're in demand. You've got 15 projects going at once this past year. So, where can we follow your journey?
I have lots of like local murals in Seattle, like in Chinatown. I have a couple in Soto, and some in Fremont. If you go to my website, tiremanstudio.com, you can check my work and also some products. I always work with like local outdoor companies, or some wallet, like card case that I released last year. Some coffee mugs, in Japan. So yeah, I think my Instagram and website has lots of resources if you want to check out my work.
Perfect. Well, I'll be sure to link those in the description so people can find your website, your Instagram, if they're interested to learn more. And if you liked hearing Shogo's story, be sure to like and subscribe on this video because there's so many inspirational interviews still to come. But in the meantime, thank you so much for taking some time and for talking with all of us, for talking with me about going after opportunities, taking the squid, uh, and the donut, and sharing what it's like to go after opportunity in your life. Thank you for that.
Of course, thank you.
And to everybody who's watching this, go out there, get inspiration, get donuts. Bye, everyone.